Welcome to all the mini enthusiasts. So this is part 10, this is the last part. There is still quite a few bits and pieces to do, but I just thought I'd show you where we are. So there's the high-low suspension. It's on the bottom, so there's no adjustment on it at all. I haven't put any adjustment on it. It's at the lowest point basically. And when I check the ride height, there's about 3 mil from left to right. There's plenty of movement there. And as I say, one millimetre from the aluminium onto the nut is 6 mil in ride height. So you can see one of the things I've done, I've put these braided brake lines in. They're a Banjo Union system, and you can see there's a copper washer. Hopefully you can see there's a copper washer on either side. Not only is that for sealing, but it's also to get the space right so that the fluid can go through the banjo squarely. And you'll probably notice there, hopefully you eagle-eyed people out there, this is not the this is just a bolt I've put in here because I need some need cotter pins to go through there. Not cotter pins, but pins. I've got some around somewhere. Anyway, so everything's basically back in. What I wanted to show you was this. When you put these in, that was the thing with the brake lines. When you put these in, if you put them in, I've put this one in the wrong way round, so you can see that it's going up underneath, and that's not the way to go in, because what will happen is the suspension will catch it here. Yeah. So I've just got it on loose. The way it should go on is like this, and I'll take you to the other side. You can see it. Okay, that's the way it should go on. It should come up under the arm and then over and then in. So as the suspension travels up and down, okay, you can. And then what I've done is normally that would be a flexi pipe to here, and then a metal pipe. But these are complete flexes, and all I've done is just tie wrapped it to there over the top. If you put it underneath, it's going to get caught on the handbrake cable, and it's all because they're going to get pinched here in between. So anyway, yeah. So this will be the last one. So what I've done now is I've made this brake line up, and the line's not actually attached. What I've done is this one's in, and this one is. And what I was going to do was actually make a flare for you, so you can see. So you can see me making the flare. I'll take you over and show you. Okay, so hopefully this will work. So, all right. So, okay. So now I've measured this to exactly the right size. Okay, I've got the union on, and this is 3/16 this pipe. So once you've got it in and get it flush to the end of the pipe, clamp it down. This is a particularly good tool. So this is you've got different sizes, 3/16, quarter, and so on. And with a single flare, with the male, you just want to use off one, and that's all there is to it. You can see there. You can see there's the flare on the end of it. So that's ready to go back in. A couple of little things. This one was when I used to have a professional garage when I was in the oil field, and I had a garage which I ran part time while I was on and off offshore, and we had this same tool, same flaring tool, really good. If you're doing a lot of projects, it's worth getting, because it's hard to get pre-made up pipes. They never fit right, or the bend needs more in it, and so on. So it's a really good bit of kit. This is another piece. This is from Quicks UK, and you know, when you get pipe 3/16 or quarter, whatever, it's always bent, and if you try and bend it back, you'll always end up with, you know, it doesn't look very nice. So the real kind of professional way to do it is with one of these. As I say, they're called Quicks UK, and you can straighten the pipe unbelievably good. You can see it with the bend that's in that, and then what you basically do is just push that through. This is an old pipe that had a union on it, so you can see there, beautiful and straight. Any little kinks it just takes right out. When you're doing these pipes, another little tip: when you're cutting the pipe, yeah, when you've got the little cutter on a, this is quite a cheap pipe cutter, but on a good one you'll get one with a little triangular spike on it, and that's basically for once you've made the flare, or once you've cut the pipe I should say, you can clean it out. If you try and cut the pipe too quickly, what will happen is it'll flare over and you'll get like almost like a flap in there. And you could imagine if that was in there and you didn't notice it, and the brake fluid's going against it, it's almost like a valve. So, you know, what I do is I always make sure that this hole is cleaned out, make sure there's nothing in it. But the way to avoid that is simple: is turn this half a turn as you spin it round. And when you put it on, I'll put it on here so you can see it. This is an old piece that I don't need anymore. So, you know, as you put it on, just turn it to a couple of turns and then tighten and so on. So the slower you turn it and cut it, the better edge you're going to get. Anyway, right, that's of some use. So now what I'll do is I'll go and pop this back in, and that's it. So that's the end of it, part 10. Everything's back on, nearly everything's back on. The next big project, this car's been totally restored, this 1.3 SPI. So the next job now will be to take it off the ramp. I'm going to bring it here into the main part of the workshop. I'm going to take out the engine and gearbox, obviously, together. And then I'm going to take off the front subframe as well. The engine's going to be rebuilt because with the minis, inside the gearbox, everybody knows that the oil's shared by the gearbox and the engine, like in a lot of front-wheel drive cars. But the oil pickup on a mini gearbox is over on one side, and if you go around to the left hand, I think it's a left hand bend, really fast, you can starve the engine just slightly for a few seconds, and it's not good for the engine. And Mini Spares have come up with a new idea, which is a pickup pipe that goes into the gearbox and goes right across the bottom. So, you know, basically wherever it is, there's oil going to get in there, no matter how fast you're going around a corner. As we all know, minis are quite good on acceleration. Top end speed is not very good, but that's not what they're there for. They're there for fun. They're a go-kart with a roof. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed these videos and you've got something out of them. If you want to follow me along with a complete restoration on the car, and that's, as I say, the engine, the gearbox, the high-low suspension on the front, new tyre arms, and a complete strip down of the body and repainting, and even a new headliner, so all the windows are going to come out and go back in, and a few other things. So if you want to follow it along over the next 3-4 months, 5 months, whatever, then please join us and subscribe. Take care and bye for now, and have a good Christmas and New Year. Bye, take care.